Okay, try again. I think what happened is my tablet shut because I was futzing with the pillows behind me and it turned the stream off, which I'm going to prevent from happening by setting a charging cable across the tablet so that that will not happen again. Um, Load again, please. Still buffering? I am alive. Again. Now. Hi, 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 hi. Okay. I'm sorry. That was streamer error, but I now know how it was that I allowed that to happen, and now I have done something to prevent that from happening again. I kind of suspected I had a little close call with that a few Sunday streams ago, and I kind of suspected that that might be a problem, but I wasn't sure, and now I know that that is definitely a problem that can happen. So now I know that how to prevent that from happening. Okay, so we're going to continue. Um, let's see. This little bot needs bait. I have no bait for it. Poor fishy bot. I'm so sorry. I have nothing for you. Let's see. It is Friday at 7:20 p.m. in game. That's a little early to go to bed, to be honest. Are there any other things that we can still be productive of? We could make some essence of copper. That's something that would be productive to do. And what about the crystal ball? Let's see. What about Francis?
Oh, I think I see something.
What is this? Chicken and rice. Asopao. I do not know whether I have that recipe. It can be made with rice and olives. Let's look and see if we have that recipe. Um, Chicken and rice. It would be a stovetop dish, right? It was. Well, okay. It was in a bowl, right? Or it was something red. Either red or in a bowl. I think we maybe don't have that recipe if it's a stovetop recipe. Oh, it might be a pot recipe. Fish stew. Well, let's go ahead and make some fish stew. We have a friend who likes fish stew. Well, I should have known it wasn't mulled wine. Tomato soup, Three Sisters stew. Alright, it can't be an oven dish. I'm sure it's not an oven dish. I think we don't have that recipe yet. I wonder whether that's a recipe that we get if we become better friends with Francis. I'm not sure. Purple leather, red leather, yellow leather. We've made red leather and yellow leather. And black, blue, green, orange, and purple leather. We don't have enough ingredients to make anything more in the dyeing bath, nor on the loom. How's it coming, little silkworms? Busy, busy little silkworms. Let's see. 2 days remaining. How many of these do we have? We have 2 spiles. That's all right. Oh, we can make a little glass. Okay, I think I'm gonna have Tara turn in early.
Am I ready for bed?
It's crazy early, but it's a dark winter night. We'll just say Tara can crawl in bed with a good book and read a lot of chapters before bed. Oolong sounds amazing. All right, Saturday, 7 a.m. What's ready? A boost harvest potion. 2, as a matter of fact. I like it. Let's make some miracle grow potion. And a bumper harvest potion. I think we can't make 2 of them, can we? Oh, we can. Alright. Fair enough. Essence of copper that we started yesterday is all ready. Let's make 1 more of those. And do we have enough to get to know Githa a little bit better and what she might like?
Oh, I think I see something.
What's that? Oh, chai, that sounds amazing. We've started growing some black tea in our garden. Hello, sweetie, how are you? It's wonderful to see you. How has your weekend been going? Wonder if we have any fruits or vegetables ready to harvest. Ooh, look at that. Pomegranates. Delicious. Yes, please. And some sweet potatoes. I think I'm gonna move things around a little bit here. Let's see. We got a worm and some soil. I wonder why we heard that sound the first time. Let's see. We need to make a summon storm incantation, but I don't think we have the ingredients. We definitely don't have the ingredients for this mission. The winter feast, on the other hand, we are all ready with our salmon, and then some. And Parker is working on an expansion to the greenhouse. Okay, we're gonna shift a few things here. Just a little bit. This is what we're shifting. Oh, this is problematic. I want to switch order. The order these two things are in. There we go. Didn't expect to be playing a puzzle. Well, I feel a little bit like it's hard to answer that question, sweetie. I want to create the summon storm incantation. I'm not sure if I have the ingredients for it yet. I think crocus is one of them. Could be wrong. I'm gonna grow a more fennel here and some more spinach. And we have a bot to do. Let's see, can we go in here even though, yeah, he's working on stuff, but we can still go in and check on stuff. We've got corn, wheat, hops, carrots, sugar cane, and green beans. We could hasten them a little bit. Which I feel like it's worth spending the magical potions on this because we only have so much room in the greenhouse to grow things that are out of season. So in order to make best use of that, I think it makes sense. Let's see, let's grow some tomatoes. Everything canceled due to extreme cold. Been home, washed my hair, did the dishes, knocking out achievements for cat lateral damage. Wonderful. I'm hoping to wash my hair after stream. All right, so we're getting an expansion to the greenhouse. I don't know how much of an expansion, but it'll be somewhat a bigger greenhouse. Very excited for that. Let's see here. It's been a while since the chickens were all out and about. It was snowing quite a lot. No, he didn't notice. He didn't notice. Cluckadoo, little scritches for you. And see if we have any lemons for you. We do. Excellent. How are you enjoying that game, Cat Lateral Damage, sweetie? It looks really amusing. Looks like a lot of fun. Alright, Peepers likes fruit. We still haven't figured out which. And I'm pretty sure I've tried grapes, but I could be wrong, and at this point I don't really have a system. I've lost the thread. I used to try and keep track from stream to stream, which was really a long time to try and remember things from week to week. If I were a serious gamer, I would be keeping a list of what we tried. Simple to play, but enjoyable. Oh, I love that. Perfect. Since I started streaming, it's really changed my relationship. Oh, we don't have any cabbage. That's too bad. It's changed my relationship with gaming. Unfortunately, I do less gaming just for fun. You know, I think if I gave Nuggets something, it would be, I think there's a little bit of it's the thought that counts, maybe not quite as much as giving an animal their actual favorite thing, but I think it's better than nothing. I'm not positive about that. Something that grows in winter. Well, I'm just going to try spinach because that's what I have the most of. It was not the spinach. Ooh. Alright, let's do the same for our sheep and cows. We have pomegranate for Daisy. And of course some scritches as well. Annabelle loves the soybeans. I think we might sell Annabelle. What do you think? She's gotten definitely fat and happy. And we're running out of soybeans. Smokey wants an apple. Smokey, that's my last apple. What are we gonna do? I have to sell you too. Olive wants an orange. Alright, Rosemary, here's your sweet potato. None of the other animals would believe them. Oh, look at that smile. How are you doing, Tarpoff? Is this little Tara? Yeah, we haven't figured out what she likes yet. We'll try the mulberries, I suppose. One of my goals this year is to finish out my games that are on Steam that I haven't finished. I I do not have that hope for myself for this year. That's an amazing goal. 3 games, and the longest one I'm doing with my partner. Oh, yes, you mentioned the other day you were going to go play with them. How was that? Did you have fun? Make some good progress? Nothing like a back catalog, huh? Well, I think that's it. Let's go talk to this little bot right here. Tell me you have some wool for me, pretty please. Yes. I think I would like to have more sheep, to be honest. I think that would be good. Let's do something about that. 10 a.m. I don't feel like I have the time to do something about that quite yet, but let me keep it in mind for later today. We're going to go see Shelby first. Hoping that I haven't missed my chance. Oh, let's grab that mandrake. Oh, there's Shelby. My main issue in Spiritfarer is I'm struggling with a rope traveling system. It seems to be making its way everywhere. I need a bit practice on my own a bit so my partner isn't waiting on me so much. Ooh, yeah. I did a co-op game that wound up with me holding up the works a lot. That was unfortunate.
We weren't really an observant family, but Dad used to always drag us off island to go to midnight mass and Milkwater and Noche Buena. Sebastian fell asleep in my lap every single time.
Let's see if we've got any of her favorites today. Yeah, it's definitely a windy winter day. Oh, we have one favorite of hers.
Oh, Tara, how did you know that I was craving churros? Oh, now that I think about it, I'm always craving churros.
All right. Let's see. We have some of each of these. We didn't have any tiger lilies. Okay, now we have some of everything, including the out of season ones. And I don't think we have anything we want to sell her. We have a lot of tiger lilies, even if we had to buy some seeds. I don't think we have any clothing we can sell her. Nope. That's something I hope to remedy when we get some more sheep. Well, looks like today was not a day to buy sheep anyway. Hello,
Saw your new
Marty.
greenhouse. That's nice. Might ask Parker to build me one.
But you don't plant crops, Marty.
Yeah, but it would just look more authentic, you know? I want my ranch to be as on brand as possible.
What kind of rancher has time to worry about the looks of things? I guess one that's more interested in social media than ranching.
Hey, this smells great. Thanks.
Well said, Constellazio.
I have no idea what present to get Francis this year. Ooh, maybe I'll go see if Kai has anything new in his stall.
That's a good idea. That could be fun. Oh, none of Angus's favorites.
When I was little, I wanted to be an ice dancer. Turns out, I'm horrible at ice skating. So is Angus.
Ha,
We found that out on one of our first dates.
that's funny.
And yet, you stayed together.
That's sweet.
When you're both splayed out on the ice, you can either clomp off the rink and hide or laugh about it. So we laughed.
Sounds like a bonding experience. All right, we did have asopao. Not only did we have the recipe, we had made some already. How is this even possible? Okay, let's look at what it looks like. It's red. It's in a bowl with a spoon, a piece of chicken, some peas and rice. All
Wepa! That will warm me right up.
right. First time we heard him say that. I like it. All right, let's see here.
The only good thing about being stuck with an island dating pool is that no one can ghost you. We're always gonna run back into each other.
What types of favorites of hers do I have? I thought I had a bottle of vodka in the bottom of my pocket.
I know it's cliche, but this Russian lady sure loves a drop of fine vodka.
All right, let's see. Where do we stand here? All right. Let's see. We have some more things to do. Sounds like a nightmare. Having Time Lord pockets. I can imagine.
Do you think Shelby is all right, living out there in the middle of winter?
Oh, he'll be all right. He's very resourceful.
Is he now? Oh my, Keisha's so rich, but if you insist, who am I to say no? I do love it.
Now, what sort of shopping shall we do? All right, hang on, guys. I think.
Parker can't stop talking about the greenhouse he built you. He's proud of his work, of course, but I think he's also hoping you'll grow some out-of-season flowers. He hates having to wait all year for sunflowers.
Sunflowers we can do. All right, I doubt I have any of her favorites on hand. Oh, I do. Apple cider. This will definitely put a smile on Lena's face.
I love apple cider. Oh, it's like autumn in a mug. Thanks, Tara.
Okay. Now that we can buy out-of-season seeds, let's make sure that we have at least one of everything. We don't have all that much money. I'm not going to buy fennel because we are well stocked up on fennel. I've also, well, you know, to be honest, these things aren't that expensive. I'll go ahead. All right, and the regular grocery shopping. Of course, we always stock up on flour because we like baking so very much, right? Right. I'm not going to wait for the potatoes. yes, I'll grow some, but also make sure I'm stocked up enough. Alright, find some apples and lemons. That's good. Anything we should sell? Probably not. I think not. Theoretically, we could sell these things if we had any as well, but we don't. Oh, okay. I forgot which direction I was going here. This direction.
Man, this is rough.
What's up, Kai?
What's wrong?
I got Vanessa in the gift exchange, and we're super different people, you know.
Yeah, that's true,
Oh,
Kai.
I thought something important had happened.
This is important.
He's panicking a little. All right. To be honest, I'm panicking too. And I'm really, whoa, shades up, shades down. I'm really considering.
Did Damon tell you this is my favorite drink? I can't count all the competition after parties I've been to where the bartender hands me one of these on the house. And I'm like, this isn't why I got into surfing, but it's up there.
It's okay. I'm kind of considering getting a hint. You know? I don't know whether I should get a hint or not, but maybe. Always buy chocolate is one of my mottos in this game. Always be buying chocolate.
My ma and pa were asking about Sophia's trial again when I called home. And my ma threatened to fly out here and straighten Otto out herself. Oh, man. I don't even like the guy, but I would pity him in that moment. Let me tell you.
I hear that. Ooh, at least we've got slop chips, but have we got anything else he loves? No, just the slop chips. Okay. Well, we know we've got a winner with slop chips anyway.
If I were a poet, I would write entire books of poetry about slop chips. Thank you, Tara.
Ode to a slop chip.
How's it going, Juliet? Fine. Looking forward to winter break? Yeah, I guess.
Oh no, no tiramisu in our pockets for Juliet. I'm sad about that. Ooey.
It bums me out that there's no one else my age on the island. Like, I don't fit in with the kids, but the adults treat me like one of them.
One of the kids. I get it. Reminds me of that song. I'm just an in-between.
Pizza! Give it! Sorry, I'll turn into a troll when I'm hungry. And I'm always hungry.
Mommy's been going to her book club even more this winter, but I haven't seen any new books on her shelf. What are they even reading?
Maybe it's about the company more than the books.
Oh, is that what a book club is? That's confusing.
That's funny. All right, let's go buy some fish bait.
Let's see if it fits in my pocket.
Heard you built a whole greenhouse. Hazel's Auntie Vivian used to have a real small one. She grew the strangest plants.
Bet she did. Oh no. Oh no, not even a beer. Nothing for Bruno. No sauerkraut. All right. Let's see. All right, we have enough money left over to buy a little bit more in the way of bait. I'll be happy with that. And what kind of things can we sell him? I don't want to sell everything I've got, but I also do want to go ahead and sell some stuff. This is decent money. I think I also maybe should do a little more in the kitchen with all of these fish, because I know there's some dishes that require specific fish to cook, so that's why I'm not selling every single one of what I've got. Keeping the tuna. Rainbow trout. I was a big fan of rainbow trout when I was a kid. Alright, we'll keep the salmon. We don't have very many of those. Those are from the lake and cave.
I'm worried for Violet. The blossom we found may have renewed her hope that we'll find Gloria. It will be all the more devastating when we don't.
Kind of renewed my hope, for certain. It's not encouraging that she is not so sanguine about it.
It's funny. When I was in med school, my mother used to come fill up my entire cupboard with oatmeal raisin cookies. She knew I would turn to sugary snacks when pulling all-nighters, so she wanted to try to at least make them healthy.
Alright, let's see. We haven't been over here in quite a while.
Thank you again for helping us give back to the community. And do help yourself to some soup whenever you like.
Soup, huh? What have we got? Oh, we've got a lot of his favorites. Avocado toast, sweet potato fries, pumpkin bread, pumpkin spice latte. I'll go with that pumpkin spice latte today.
Ooh, I love this. Call me basic if you want. I'm not ashamed.
Well, I guess far be it from me to yuck on your yum. I do like oatmeal raisin cookies. I'm less of a fan of the crunchy kind of oatmeal raisin cookies. There's a particular kind where they're kind of thin and really crispy. Crispy's not the right word. Honestly, hard. And those are good if you have tea. But I have to be in the right mood for them. I think oatmeal raisin cookies qualify for me as one of those, it's a mood dependent thing. Like, I love them when I'm in the mood for them. If I'm not in the mood for them, they're not the kind of cookie that I'm like, I will always be craving one of these no matter what. I enjoy them when I'm in that mood, whatever that mood is. All right, we've got some olives to harvest. So maybe I couldn't say they're one of my favorites, but I do like them. I think ginger cookies are one of my favorites. Oh, we've got some onions ready to harvest. What are we going to plant here? Sweet potatoes or more onions. Let's do more. Just so we have some onions. Alright, so we can't buy any more animals or sell, well, no, we can't buy or sell any animals today. It's Saturday. Well, we could at least take a little trip over to see our friends. Even if they won't be in the office, we can say, hey. Oh, wait. Maybe they are in the office. Hello.
I like winter usually. My workshop keeps me plenty warm and cozy. But I think this year, spring can't come soon enough.
Korako, saluton. Mi ricevis leteron de vi. Mi preskaŭ finlegis ĝin. Estas tiom bele ricevi paperan leteron. Kun vaksa sigelo eĉ. Koran dankon. Oh, we need to make some more candy. Alright, let's get in the kitchen later today and make some candy and also some fish dishes. Alright, let's see here. I can go ahead and make a powered sapphire. And let's see what else there is to do. Koran ne dankenton.
Sometimes I go sit by Shelby's fire pit, just to make sure he's doing all right. Now that Hazel and Marcus are both gone, he's the Coven's only elder. He deserves respect, even if he doesn't seem to care whether he gets it.
No, almenaŭ dankindon. Eĉ se laŭ vi ne dankendon. Okay, yes, we have roast salmon. We can't use up all of our roast salmon, guys. We have to save at least one for the winter feast.
I never get tired of salmon. Roasted, smoked, made into broth, mixed with juniper berries. You can't go wrong.
I had the last piece of salmon for dinner tonight with rice and peas and sauerkraut. I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. I think I have enough of that. I don't really know all that much about what to do with the parchment. I wish I could have a cup of tea there. That would make me so happy to be able to just have a cup of tea with him.
Will you be providing a table of offerings to us at the winter feast?
Tone-wise, this might not be the best time to leave public offerings for the Fae. You know, in front of Otto.
It's too bad. I agree, Perry.
What lovely smells. You have been practicing with reagents in the kitchen as well as the sanctum, I see.
Ĉu vi tiel pagigas ŝin? Nun mi komprenas. Kis dankinde. Hi. Amuze. Alright, I never have enough mint. Always be buying mint. Always be buying chocolate. And in RimWorld, always buy components. A, B, C's at RimWorld. Always buy components. Buy another strong potion, why not? And I'm always wanting the crystal ball potion. I got a little mandrake today. Alright, we're okay on the rest. Anything to sell? I think there is some of this. That'll do. Okay, one last friend visit. Hello, we get to see Shelby as well, yay.
Please turn the season soon, Wildling. This winter has been harsher than a tiger's teeth. I don't know how much longer all the creatures can handle it.
Well, we're having that feeling for sure right now. I have friends in Canada were saying, oh yeah, it's gonna be negative 30 C. Well, for those of us using freedom units, negative 40 C is where there's absolutely no difference between Fahrenheit and Celsius. So, negative 30 C may not be...
Cameron's always bringing me stew. I suppose he thinks I'll convert. The poor fella.
May not be quite as cold as negative 30 F, but it's still very, very cold. Well, I hope you're not too tired of stew, because that's all I've got
Is that heavenly
for
aroma
you.
fish stew? Why, thank you.
Minus prostai gradoi, Korako. It's cold. It's a little easier to say sub nulle gradoi when you're talking about that when you're talking in C, but when you're talking in F, then you just have to say below freezing rather than below zero. Below freezing and below zero don't mean the same thing. I'm one of those people that grew up in the era when we were going to switch, so I was educated in both the metric system and the imperial system at the same time, up until 5th grade, and then they decided, never mind, it costs too much. We're not going to do that. We're going to just say it's optional. On the date that we were going from the transition period to the actual period, they just added one little word to the text of the legislation, optional, so that it would be, you know, good for business, good for America. All right, let's talk. You got anything for me? What have you got, Miney? All right, that's nice. Thank you, thank you. I have something else I can talk to you about. Oh, what is this? I can give you powered gems just like that? Does that mean you'll put one in yourself later on? Let's try.
Hey, Miney. It's off to work you go.
I wonder whether it holds onto it. Or maybe it was coming back because it needed a gem anyway. I hope so. Otherwise, I may have wasted a gem. Oh well. So, do you guys know that song about being an in-between that I was thinking of when we were talking about like being stuck between adults think you're a kid, but you're not interested in hanging out with kids? It was written before the concept of teenagers was invented, but it was about teenagerhood, even though there was no word for teen. That wasn't a word people used, teenager, at that point. I'm not a child, all children bore me. I'm not grown up. Grown-ups ignore me, and in every sense, I'm just on a fence. I'm just an in-between. Something like that. Alright, I'm hoping we will find some gems today, because Miney didn't find any gems for us. But we're in level 20. Miney does not hang out in level 20. So Miney's never going to find this diamond, I don't think. But we might find a diamond down here. Sometimes we do. Have you guys got all stocked up for the winter weather? I'm a little worried we might have a power outage because of it. The other night, the power flickered real hard at one point, and I heard a big kind of whomp noise from the power station nearby, and I was pretty nervous that the power was going to go out. But it didn't. So far so good. So I hope that the power will stay on, because then the hot water heater will stay on, which is always wonderful. It's been cold enough to need to run some cold water just a little bit to keep the pipes from freezing, which has worked pretty well so far. It's not an ideal situation because you're just depressurizing the whole system. We have a big electrical battery that's charged up. I haven't tested it out to the extent of knowing whether it would enable me to stream. I would have to plug the router, and I mean, whether or not I could stream with that battery would depend on two things. Firstly, does the internet company have electricity? If they do, then I would plug in the router and modem and my computer to the battery. And I don't know, like, whether that would just really run the battery down, and whether like, what percent of the battery would that use? This is something that I should have tested at some point when there was not a chance for a power outage. Kind of wishing that I had done that test already, but I have not. So it's entirely possible that for the sake of everyone else who lives in this household, I might just decide not to stream so that we can use that battery for other things, like making sure everybody's phones are continually topped up the whole time, and cooking and keeping the food in the refrigerator safe to eat and all of that good stuff. So yeah, I think probably if we have a serious power outage tomorrow, which I don't know for a fact that we're going to, it's just a possibility. I think I might tend to cancel stream because I haven't tested how much of the battery stock that would use. Streaming would be the last thing on my mind if power goes out. On things like this, it can be days without power. It can. The longest power outage I've ever been in was 6 days, and it was a situation where I was highly unprepared. I had a roof, but I had no non-electric sources of heat and no batteries and no non-electric ways to cook. So we ate cold food and warmed one room by using candles. And then I started running out of candles, and so I started making more candles with the heat from candles. And that felt like true insanity. It really did. I was managing and I was holding it together, but it was like, I was a little nervous about the situation because we didn't know if we were looking at an 11-day power outage when on day 4 I was out of supplies. Just checking that we've finished level 20 here. We have. Maybe I'll do a little bit of fishing. A week or two in Sandy. I had one power outage so far, but the power company here usually has a faster response time, get things done quickly. We have had a 4-day power outage before. Yeah, so after that, basically, the electric company did a lot of things to prevent that from happening again. On their end, like they did a lot of tree trimming because mostly it was trees that had fallen on power lines that caused that problem. And I'm sure they did some other stuff as well. And then also, you know, in terms of getting the house prepared, after that, the house had gas stove. It was an electric oven, but a gas range, and then gas insert in the basement so that that part of the house could be warm, and then a gas fireplace. I'm going to give you all of that. Have fun. Oh wait, you still need a jug. Well, we're going to give you one of those. Well, no. I don't know how long the fish bait is going to last you. Let's just do that.
Hey, fishy. Go fish.
The bait won't go bad. All right. And have you finished your job for today? Or no? Let's see. And do you actually water things in here? Yes, you do. That's good to know. All right, so we are coming on towards an ad soonish. I think it will probably happen around end of game day, which is perfect timing for me. Let's make a little bit of butter. Okay. Let's head over to the coven meeting. Wood stove, propane generator, yeah. We had a propane generator.
It took me ages to get this far in the coven. But don't give up. You'll get the hang of it.
And we tested it twice a year.
As with all common knowledge, witchcraft mythology is sprinkled with half-truths and outright fabrications.
And every time we tested it, it needed a repair. And we never actually needed to use it.
I knew a witch once who transformed into a hawk she saw gliding majestically above her. The bird knew how to fly, but she didn't. It was a mess.
We just spent money on repairs.
Mind that no one finds your sanctum. It'll be hard to explain that before Otto and his neighborhood watch.
So eventually we gave up on that.
The forest is full of useful ingredients for potions. Do not neglect its bounty.
You know, that reminds me that I haven't been up to the mountain. It's also full of useful ingredients. That's something that I could do. A little evening walk, maybe to see the stars. Could be lovely. So instead of that, we got a larger electric battery system. We keep that topped up, and it theoretically has a solar panel that can charge it. I just don't know if we've tested that part yet. Finding a good one can be tough. Yeah. Coraco. That surprised me so much. I just choked myself. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for your support. We're gonna go right here and have a gesundheit. Pat pat. Thank you very much. We have some blackberries to pick and some coins to dig for. Appreciate your support. I see a little squirrel. I hear a crow. Oh, a white squirrel. I saw white squirrels while I was in France. There's an area near me, a town near me that has unusual colored squirrels, and I'm not sure I remember what color their unusual squirrels are. I think they might be black. No, I think of unusual color squirrels as very red or white or black. Oh, it's not late enough to see the stars. If it ever is at the moon, but it's very windy, that's for sure. Black squirrels in your area. Let's hang out on the bridge for Okay. More blackberries. Let's go ahead and have
How
a
long
little
should I
soak,
soak
just for
for?
fun. A pistachio. Alright, let's see. How many minutes till ad break? I'm thinking maybe like 5. 4 minutes, more or less. Okay. We'll just do a little bit of mining and then go to bed. And we'll make that time with our ad break to the best of our ability. We'll call it a good day. Just 2 more and then I will fly home. We haven't found any gems. 1 more. Nope, no gems. Alright, home again. Zoom. Okay. Grab our miracle grow potion. And let's make a couple more. Bumper harvest potion. Boost harvest potion. And let's make some silver essence. We've used ours up. Okay, time to head to bed. And I will be back at the end of the ad break. I'm gonna stand up, stretch and stuff like that. Maybe might be a good time for you all to stand up and stretch and stuff like that too. And we'll send Tara to bed then. We're just gonna pause until the end of the ad break. And I will see you on the other side of that. And come the other side of that, I will put my earbud in my other ear. Hello, friends. I am back. How are you? Did you get a snack? Or, I'm so sorry about the banging. It's a side effect of me trying to make sure that I don't lose the stream again like I did at the beginning of the stream. Did you get a snack or a beverage? I got a snack. Eating lasagna, that sounds amazing, Korako. I had some Good Thins gluten-free Simply Salt rice crackers. That does not sound exciting, but let me tell you, I love these crackers and I do not get them all the time. You know how Claire is about her rice cakes? You know, like she doesn't spend her money on rice cakes all the time. Well, there's being a like I'm not all that friendly with gluten and it's not entirely gluten's fault. It's mostly it's mostly Roundup's fault, but things that are gluten-free do better for me. Things that are organic do better for me, but these are gluten-free but not organic. Um, but they were on sale, which meant that they were 3 something instead of 5 something for the box. And oh my gosh, who's got 5 something dollars for a box of crackers? Does anybody know the show Farscape? Does anybody know that episode Crackers Don't Matter?
I'm sleepy.
Because that episode lives rent free in my head. Whenever I'm thinking to myself, I want crackers. But you know what? Crackers don't really matter. I can live without crackers till they're on sale. The problem is with not having a lot of options. Oop, the expansion has been completed. We got a rebate? Hello? It's so big. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm running all the way around it 3 times because I'm so happy. It's so big and so pretty. Oh my gosh, look at it. We haven't even gone in yet. Got little trellises in the front. Are they going to look different in different seasons? I bet they are. It's so pretty. This is unbelievable. I hope I have enough seeds to plant it all out. Yeah, the problem with not having crackers when I want crackers is that I wind up sometimes eating other types of snacks. Um, there are people in this household who eat sugar and cotton. Oh my gosh, I can grow cotton now. We're definitely going to be buying more cotton seeds. And so I have requested them to hide the sugar from me, but the problem is I do know where that sugar is. And when there aren't any snacks available that are safe for me to eat, sometimes I wind up going after snacks that aren't okay for me to eat. And that happened recently. So I'm very glad there are crackers now. It makes me super happy to have stuff that is safe. It's not that sugar is like 100% unsafe, but over time, it's not good. It's not a good call for me. All right, let's see. We have some apples to harvest. Yum. And some fennel. Put the candy in a safe. Yeah, that would be helpful. As a matter of fact, tell you what, I would appreciate that. See, the thing is, the agreement I've tried to make is that I could have it if I asked for it, but I need to ask for it and then go away and wait and then ask for it again. You know what I mean? And the last time I asked for some, I said, I think I need some chocolate chips. Would you? And I was in my room, and so I texted my mom. I was like, Mom, I think I need some chocolate chips. Would you put some of the low sugar chocolate chips on the table in case I do wind up actually needing some chocolate chips? She did not do that. She brought the chocolate to me in my room, and I was like, thank you. I didn't want this here because I want to not want them. I want to not need them. If I do need them, great. But it was like my request number one, and I wanted to like have a little bit more distance between request number one and actually acquiring it. This might sound crazy to you, but it's an impulse control thing because I'm not necessarily automatically blessed with impulse control. So I have to kind of build it in externally. Like Kurako says, put it in a safe. Don't tell me the combination. They're just a little too helpful on the enabling side of things, I think. Oh dear. All right, we're still trying to guess. Lemons? That was not it. Well, petting is always a winner. At least there's that. I just love feeding the animals and giving them scritches. A little disconcerting when they walk straight through each other. I will grant you that. Maybe nobody's seen the episode Crackers Don't Matter of Farscape. If you have never seen Farscape ever, even though it's one of my favorite episodes, I still wouldn't necessarily recommend it as the first one because you might be a little bit confused. Who are these characters? Why are they the way they are? It's one of those episodes in which the characters are not acting normally. You know, like Amok Time. Bonsoir, Ramon. But then again, that was what, episode 2 of Star Trek TOS? So maybe it can work to see an episode where the characters are not their normal selves, even very early on. Let's see. It's Sunday. It's 9:20 a.m. Let's see if we can catch our friend Shelby at home. I haven't tended to the chickens yet. Anytime there is any form of precipitation, including snow, the chickens stay in. And so I have to remember about the chickens later on. Ramones, I have discovered a few new to me French-speaking streamers recently. And anytime that somebody is looking for new streamers to enjoy, you never know. Like you can try a bunch of them, and sometimes you'll gel with a community, and sometimes you won't.
Most of my loved ones have passed to the next world. I'm not ready to join them yet, but I'm looking forward to the reunion.
I've found 2 recently. One through the first one rating in.
Is that heavenly aroma fish stew? Why, thank you.
Where I really, really gelled with them, and everybody was just super nice and super welcoming and very patient with Yay, a conch shell. Very patient with me as a learner of French and super happy to answer a million questions. And I started a file. I started it as like a notepad file, but then just this afternoon I transitioned it to a Google Docs file where I was writing down some petit formes like PNG for our for like an NPC, things like that. That I and Lady Croco, yes, she's one of them for sure. We raided her the other day. Let's go feed the chickens and let's check on the robots. Who needs a gem? Who
Hey,
needs a
Planty.
gem?
Water some plants for me today?
Thanks, Planty and Woody. Yeah, let's see. I'll give you one of these.
Hey, Woody. Chop chop.
Wait. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of wood. All right. And then also I started writing down a few like slang words that I hadn't known before. So that little, oh, we're out of soybeans. That's making me very happy to like meet new people and try some more practice. Okay, let's just try lemons for everybody that we don't know that lemons are an option. And actually, I was doing most of my note taking about shorthand and stuff in a different stream. All right, lemons are not an option here, but let's try an onion. Yay, Sweet Pea likes onions. Not peas, but onions. Sweet Pea. Did I name you wrong? Should I have called you Scallion instead? And that's the thing, those short forms, like when we use them in English in our streams, somebody who is using English as a second language or third or fourth or fifth language isn't going to know those shorthand forms, short forms, unless, or abbreviations, acronyms, that's the word, unless they've just learned it. It's not something you can necessarily guess. Now, there was one that I guessed. I'm not going to tell you what it was because it's not nice. But there was one that I guessed. Just because I happen to know the phrase already. And it was hilarious because I did ask just for the confirmation what that meant, and every single person that replied to me made something up that wasn't what it actually meant. That was a nice thing, not a mean thing to say. Everybody like kind of had the same mission. Let's tell the American that TG means something nice when it does not mean something nice at all. It was hilarious. All right, Sunday, 11:10 a.m. We haven't taken a walk on the beach in a while. Let's go do that. I kind of expected to meet some friends on that bridge. That's kind of odd. What? Oh, we had the windstorm yesterday. My goodness. That was quite the windstorm. Let's say hi to our two friends on this little section of the road.
Snow's a good thing for winter crops. My father taught me that when I was small, and I tried to dig my seedlings out from under the snow. Parsnips and Brussels sprouts will even taste sweeter after being covered by snow. Did you know that?
Yeah, modern internet speak is going to be changing all the time, so I figured.
One sip of lemonade, and I remember Dad bringing Mom. She taught me.
We've heard that so many times. I'm just going to keep going. Let's buy a whole bunch of cotton seeds. We're going to have a homestead industry of clothes making now that we can buy cotton seeds and make cotton from our own cotton plants all year round.
What if we filled the onsen with noodles and made a million jillion plates of spaghetti bolognese? That would probably be enough to set a world record or something. And then I mean, we could eat it all to celebrate.
Is it an owl? It's a little hard for me to see. I'm looking at it on my little tablet. Well, speaking of spaghetti bolognese, there you are.
Yum. Sometimes my mom says I'm a pastatarian, but can you blame me? Bolognese is delicious.
It is indeed. All right, we got some business to do.
You think Violet will stock some chaps and vests? Now that I'm staying, I really need to expand my wardrobe.
A snowball with a happy face. Cool. My goodness. The animal sounds are making me laugh today. Every time Water's in here, she gets a kick out of how the animals are voiced by humans. All right, let's see. We're gonna sell Egbert and Annabelle and Cluckadoo and Chimpkin, but not Smokey, because I want more more sheep, not fewer.
Here's your animal. Now, what would you like to call her?
Lady.
Lady.
Well, that's not what I would have called her, but suit yourself.
All right, hang on. Some more, wait. Some more chickens, please.
Here's your animal. Now, what would you like to call her?
Pancho.
Poncho.
That's definitely a name. Here's your animal. Now, what would you like to call her?
Waddles.
Waddles.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
That's definitely a name.
Can't win with him today.
Here's your animal. Now, what would you like to call her?
We already have a Nuggets, don't we? And we have a little Tara, who's a cow. I really don't want to name her Marty. Polly sounds
Polly.
nice.
That's definitely a name.
Yeah, he's only judgmental today. All right, 1, 2, 3. We have the right amount of them. Wait, please. I would like to buy another sheep. Nope. Not enough space. I wonder if getting a bigger barn is something that I can do eventually. I look at this and I think maybe there might be space right here, you know, for a bigger barn. All right, let's get to know our new animals, huh? We're gonna start by cheating. That's what we're gonna do. Step 1, magic. That's funny, Corazon. All right, I'm trying to make sure I'm always topped up on Miracle Grow and Boost Harvest potions. However, I am out of ingredients for Boost Harvest potions. I'm gonna have to wait on that. Let's make a crystal ball potion instead. And we need to make some more essence of silver, because that's something that we need for the cauldrons. Oh, well, here was an essence of silver that we could have used. Oh well. Let's make some more of them. All right, now let's use that crystal ball to get to know some of our new animals. Lady.
Oh, I think I see something.
Lady likes a fruit. Poncho.
Oh, I think I see something.
Likes a fruit as well.
It's empty.
Ooh. Out of crystal ball potion. Okay, let's do a little bit of cooking. We want to make some candy and desserts and some fish dishes. Let's see, let's make some banana smoothie and a blue Hawaii. Hot chocolate, lemonade. All right, desserts. Sweet potato casserole. Get that one. Let's see. Rice pudding. Make a couple of those and some snickerdoodles. Peanut brittle. We've got some already. Okay. Pancakes. We're out of butter. Let's go make some more butter. Oh, we've got silk ready. Lovely. All right, we are going to have to start buying milk now that we have sold one of our cows. We're not going to have as much milk to make butter with. All right, let's go back to desserts. Oh, we can finally make a carrot cake. We got this recipe after spring was over, but until we had the greenhouse, we couldn't grow carrots because it wasn't spring anymore. So this is our first chance at making a carrot cake. And all of these other recipes we've made at least once already. We don't have the ingredients for nougat. We're missing honey. I'm a little confused about the marmalade pudding. I thought it was one of Angus's favorites. Maybe it is, and I just haven't discovered that it's one of his favorites yet. Let's try that today. Let's see. Let's see, I was going to also cook some fish dishes. Nope. Need some green beans to make that. Need a truffle. Found only by pigs. Well, I don't have any pigs. Finding truffles is something that seems a bit mysterious. I've never made latkes in this game. Let's make 3. I'm really kind of low on some key ingredients for some of these. Okay. Let's go see if we can't tempt Angus with a marmalade pudding. It might or might not work. If he turns his nose up at it, oh no, it's Sunday. Everything's closed on Sunday. Well, let's have another walk in the woods. In case there's some stuff I didn't collect.
Watch your step, will you, Tara? Oh, I thought I might have to send Otto to Milkwater for an x-ray after the slip he took on the ice earlier. Marvelous. Let me know if you have more.
She wouldn't say no to some more. That's facts. Oh, I see a cricket.
Oh, the beginning of spring will be such a relief.
Oop, I didn't mean to touch the screen. Maybe a chance for a fresh start, she was going to say. I think I have one more. Oh, I've made her snickerdoodles. Fresh out of the oven. Here you go.
Oh, there is nothing better than a soft snickerdoodle straight out of the oven.
Oh, I'm so sleepy. We did talk already today, didn't we? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Okay, just checking. Forget-me-nots. Okay. Let's head down to the coastal side of town.
The only good thing about being stuck with an island dating pool is that no one can ghost you. We're always gonna run back into each other.
Is this where I get my free soup?
Who'd you draw for the gift exchange?
Good try. I can't tell you. Psst. I drew Sebastian. I'm gonna make him a skateboard deck out of pallet wood.
I'm starting to suspect that Natalia may be my secret gift giver. She's been asking me funny questions. She's either trying to figure out a present or she's secretly interviewing me for a Where Are They Now tabloid piece. I really hope it's the former.
I got cream of mushroom soup. Cool.
Deep in thought, Vanessa?
What's that, dear? Oh, I'm so sorry. How rude of me. Yes, I was just contemplating our little town and all of its secrets.
Secrets?
Well, that would be telling, wouldn't it?
Oh my. Fennel salad. A light salad with fennel and fruit. I do like.
Oh, I adore salads. They're minimalist, and the fennel adds just the right kind of crunch.
I am kind of a maximalist when it comes to salads. I'm a fan of a big chef salad with absolutely everything in it.
Oh, wow! It's so hard to get good avocados out here. They're usually hard as rocks. Thank you.
All right, we have a mission.
I don't mind the snow, but Francis hates being cold, which means I just get more couch snuggles. I know he's using me for my body heat, but I don't mind.
It seems a reasonable trade-off. All right, we have a recipe that I'm curious to see whether he loves. Nope, not pancakes. I clicked on the wrong one. Lobster thermidor, that's not it either. Anzac biscuits. All right, where is it? Don't make me click on it. Oh, here it is. Hang on. We have 2 marmalade pudding and 4 vegan marmalade pudding. Do you like marmalade pudding?
Oh, I appreciate it. Most days, the last thing I want to do is come home and cook my own food.
Now, was that a general yes, I appreciate it, or a specific yes, I appreciate it? Because it sounded kind of general to me. I'm not sure whether that was a win, which is such a strange thing because it's his family's special recipe. Can I just... No, I get 1. All right. Garbage Seed, hello and welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. You've been missed. All right. I am so tired. I'm running around in circles. What have we not done? We have not gone to the beach. We have not gone to the mountain. We have not gone to Ravenwood Mills, nor to the mines. I have something to sell in here.
Giacomo used to insist on doing Chrismica, and he would always get Parker to help him cut down the best pine tree and drag it home. It would fill our whole living room. I never thought I would miss it and the sap that got everywhere. But I do.
Oh my gosh, getting pine sap on your hands is ugh, yuck. But yeah, there is something nice about having a real tree for a little while. Yes, it is. You're right, Constellazio. That is the time.
Tara, you're sweet.
We are about to make bank because I've been cooking up a storm and I made fish fingers. And I gave a plate of fish fingers to a certain kiddo that likes them. We're about to make $19,900 worth of fish fingers. Yeah, potentially a game-breaking exploit. It's true. It is, just so you know, possible to turn that off so that Sophia will not buy fish fingers. But this is my first playthrough, so I'm letting myself make good use of the not chicken fingers, fish fingers exploit. Just this time. Just
I
this one.
think Bruno may have drawn
Special
me as
treat.
a secret gift recipient. He walked by me with a big sack of fish and said he had something special for me. But man, his gift to me could just be settling his bar tab.
That might be a little more than he can handle, Damon. I don't know what his bar tab looks like, but I got a feeling it ain't pretty.
If I were a poet, I would write entire books of poetry about slop chips. Thank you, Tara.
You know, Korako, you make a good point. I definitely have noticed that when I've been in a pine forest, there's fewer other plants growing than in a deciduous forest. All right.
But the
Oh
real thing
no!
is much yummier than that.
I double clicked. What real thing is much yummier than that? Oh no, we'll never know. Emmy, what was it? Oh, what was it? Was it a chocolate milkshake? Was it a chocolate cupcake? I already sold all my fish fingers. She was the person that I gave fish fingers to. She likes fish fingers. But I'm out now.
Ooh, a snack. Let's see if it fits in my pocket.
All right, it's time to come clean for those of you who haven't been here in a while. I don't know. I don't know how to explain myself exactly, but Tara and Kim, who's sitting on the bench here, have been in a relationship. It got seriouser than I intended faster. Oh no. Earbud's dying. Oh no. Hello, hello. Testing, testing. All right. I think we're back. Are we back? Is my earbud working? Are testing microphone? Is it? Does it work? Yes. Okay, good. All right. So things got more serious more quickly than I intended. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Streamer needs a little extra reassurance now and then. And it turns out Kim isn't a poly person. This game has some it had, I mean, every single character in this game uses they them pronouns for Kim without fail every single time, which is amazing, unrealistic, but amazing. But there is not any polyamory representation in this game. So Tara is thinking about breaking up with Kim, but in terms of game logistics, I don't know how. And I actually resorted to Googling, and I read that you should just not talk to your significant other for a few days, and then they'll eventually ask you, hey, is there something up? Are we cool? Do you want to, are we breaking up? And so I tried that, and just a very few days later, maybe even almost right away, Kim showed up on my doorstep in the morning, one morning, and it turns out she was there to ask if we would make roast salmon for the winter feast. Okay, fine. Great. I figure at that point, maybe the timer for how many days we have not spoken to our significant other in a row has started over. So I proceeded to not talk to Kim for a while. And I feel very sad about that because I want to be friends with Kim. I don't want to be giving Kim the silent treatment. I want to just straight up be an adult and have a discussion with Kim. But evidently, the only way to break up in this game is through the silent treatment, which is very uncool. I don't go for that IRL. That's not cool. But that seems to be the only way to break up with somebody in this game. So then after a while I was like, well, maybe it would have been many, many, many days. And I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if I actually have to go and talk to her about it after multiple days of not talking. Whether I'm the one that has to initiate that conversation. And so I tried that, and we had a conversation, and everything was copacetic. And I'm like, oh, I've just reset the timer on the not talking thing again. So that's where we are with Kim, and that's why I haven't been talking with Kim in a while, and I hate it. I really hate it. It's not copacetic. I don't feel good about it. It just doesn't seem right to me, but that's where we are and what we're doing. And now we're taking a walk on the beach to see if anything cool or interesting has washed up on shore.
During winter, I sometimes wonder if I should grow out my beard like Shelby's. Though, I keep mine nicely groomed.
Bruno, are you still around? Yeah. Can I get you?
I wish
How
I
you
could
doing?
invite Juliet and Sophia for dinner. Cheer 'em up, but I'd be embarrassed if Sophia had to eat my cooking.
Aw. That's a really interesting question. How, how do you have a social dinner gathering if you're not into cooking in the kitchen? To be honest, as a young adult, I would have friends over for pizza parties sometimes. And I don't know, maybe that wasn't very cool. Ooh, look at everything that's washed up on shore. Many delicious and wonderful special things. Hooray. Now and nevermore. Hello, Saluton. How are you? You guys, did you know that Now and Nevermore streams? Just checking whether you knew that. If you didn't know that, you know that now. And now you know what to do. Go and do the thing, please. Hot chocolate. Marty likes hot chocolate. It's cold, it's snowing. I bet he'll appreciate the hot chocolate.
I know adults are supposed to be obsessed with coffee, but well, whatever. Hot cocoa is clearly the superior beverage.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. There's nothing more frustrating than trying to get eye drops in your eye and not succeeding. Could be definitely frustrating. All right, let's see. We had a windfall of 4 shells on that beach yesterday, so 0 expectations from me. Let's go up to the mountain. It's probably pretty up there in the snow today. Yes, my eyes have many tiny cracks in them. I'm slowly losing my vision because of it. The new drops are nice. I'm so glad the new drops are helpful. That sounds very, very uncomfortable. Besides the annoyance of gradual reduction in vision, that's a tough one. I have to say that's something that I've thought about a lot since I was pretty small. When I was pretty little, I got myself somehow, I think maybe from a library. I'm not sure how I got it. I was young enough that I don't remember the details. I got a book in Braille and I started trying to learn Braille. And I learned Braille-ish. I was never confident or even what I would call competent, but it was something that I thought, well, this would be a good thing to learn just in case. Because you never know. You never know what's going to happen in your life. I think my little kid brain thought of it as
I
an
know it's
insurance
cliche,
policy.
but this Russian lady sure loves a drop of fine vodka.
I think probably in retrospect, learning sign language at that age would have been a better insurance policy because I think more people in America struggle with untreated hearing loss. Untreated, I mean, like hearing loss but can't afford a hearing aid kind of situation. Plus, every person, even if they have perfect hearing, occasionally is in a situation where it's either impossible or inconvenient to speak or hear. For me, as somebody involved in theater, it was always very difficult to talk to the people in the booth. When I was on stage in a rehearsal, you had to kind of yell at each other, and it was tough, and it depended on the theater. In some cases, the distance was greater than in others, but in some theaters, the distance was just enormous. And yet, the people in the booth could see you absolutely fine. And if they had their lights on, you could see them absolutely fine as well. And so, sign language worked great. And there was one theater that I worked at that had one person in the booth who was pretty good at sign language. And I had just a little bit of sign language. So, yeah, and nightclubs exactly now and nevermore, because if the music is really loud, there's just no way. It just doesn't work. And I do oil pulling in the morning, where you like take coconut oil and swish it around in your mouth for a while, and it helps get rid of bacteria and germs and stuff like that. And then you spit it out, not in your sink because it will clog your pipes. Don't spit oil in your sink. That's bad juju. Or your toilet. Just have to get rid of it in the trash or a container to throw away in the trash later. But when I'm doing that, I can't talk. But I wish the people around me knew enough sign to just be able to get by a little bit, because otherwise I have to say nothing until I'm finished, which, you know, it's theoretically supposed to be 20 minutes. I don't usually make it any 20 minutes, but it's definitely over 5 minutes of not being able to talk, and then that's inconvenient for everyone. My ears ring, but I don't have hearing loss. They're just super sensitive. My hearing is actually okay, but I still don't hear well because I have an auditory processing disorder, which, when I was first told that, I did not take it well at all. I was a pretty young adult, and I was just mad at the doctor that told me that, because I interpreted it as her telling me I had a problem with my brain, which is exactly what she was telling me, but I was mad that she was telling me I had a problem with my brain. The problem was with signal processing. Like, the ears heard fine, but if there was any extraneous noise, background noise, other people talking in addition, it made it impossible to understand. You are among friends here. We are a neurospicy bunch in this community now and nevermore. I don't know what the coincidence of auditory processing disorders and autism is, but I imagine it is a non-zero coincidence. But you are among friends here. We dat fam, for sure. So let's see, it is 8:40 p.m. If Tara doesn't hustle a little bit, I don't know how long people are going to hang out at the coven meeting. Till midnight, maybe? Something like that. Yeah, I am non-diagnosed, but definitely neurospicy of some type. Probably both of those types. It does appear. The more I hang out with all y'all friends, see, I started streaming on Twitch knowing that if I just turn on the camera and be myself, my peeps will show up. And my peeps showed up, and they're all neuro spicy. And I went, oh, this means something. Oh, I'm learning something about myself due to the community which I have gathered, and are telling me
I
things
had a
about
chat with Ariel about what the fairy
themselves
folk
that
actually
I
want for offerings. These days,
relate
even they have
to
modern
very
taste.
much.
Mind that no one finds your sanctum. It'll be hard to explain that before Otto and his neighborhood watch.
I have been talking really fast for a little bit, but
It may
I'm
be said by
actually
some that the
sleepy.
Farseer speaks in riddles, but that's only because so much of magic is unknowable, and what we do know is always changing.
You probably are speaking to the Korakochu
What
whom you
kind of a
think you are
witch will you
speaking.
be?
A good witch?
There are no good witches or bad witches, only good or bad actions.
I got a letter from an institute focused on herb lore. They want to recruit me. I love potions, but I'm not sure if that's the right move for me.
I can't believe magic schools are actually a thing.
Girl, they've been around for ages. They're all...
Oh, I'm sorry. I interrupted her. Um, they've been around for ages. They're also super expensive, so she's not sure if she's going to wind up actually doing that or not. Sorry. I know I'm tired when I'm pushing the wrong buttons or pushing the right buttons at the wrong time. We are coming in here to water our magical plants and harvest our anemones. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't worry.
All out of. I could eat some food.
I don't worry too much about interrupting them because I know that they repeat themselves all the time. And with a few of the things, they seem to repeat more frequently than others, and I have a harder time sitting through it. Like the story about the witch that turned herself into an eagle or some bird and um, didn't know how to fly, even though that bird had known how to fly. And it was all kinds of mess that Damon tells. He tells that story so much that I don't worry too much about interrupting him because I figure probably most people have heard that story and it's not key to the progression of, relationships and all of that kind of stuff. There's no like important information in that little snippet that he says. All right, let's see. What have we not done today? I think we've done all of the things. Let's go back home and do some home chores. We're going to check our tool shed and our sanctum before we go to bed. It's 9:30 p.m. Let's see here. Let's make some more glass. What can we do with the silk? Let's use a boost harvest potion on both of these silks. And maybe one of these as well. I think I really need to do whatever it takes to increase my capacity to create all of these potions that make my results faster and bigger not for everything, but for certain things. All right, let's see here. Let's make some blue silk thread and some orange silk thread. Those are two things we've never made before. And let's make some cotton cloth. Let's check our sewing machine patterns here. What could we make, if anything? There's nothing except this dress. Well, let's go ahead and make that dress because we can sell it to Violet. That will be fine. Enjoy your drawing. I hope you have a fun time. We are gonna end pretty soon anyway, so no big deal either way. Always love our lurkers. Okay, wow, Fishy, look at everything you caught. So you use up all of your bait in order. That's very interesting. This is everything it caught in a day. A lot.
Hey, fishy. Go fish.
Alright, Phoebe is out of power gems. So we'll give it
Hey, Feedy,
a sapphire.
get to it.
Alright, let's take that honey. That gives us the ability to make something in the kitchen we wanted to make. What was it? Let's look at our desserts again here. There was something that required honey that we wanted to make. We've made all of the desserts at least once. Was it a beverage? The only beverage we haven't made is honey lemon tea, and we're still waiting on the tea to grow. So I'm going to hold on to the honey until we get our first tea harvest. Now let's go down to the sanctum and collect our Miracle Grow potions. And make some bumper harvest potions. Let's see. Can't do that because it'll use up my honey. Alright, let's make a tanning solution because we want to be making more clothes. Ooh, look! Crystal ball potion is ready! Alright, make one more of those. And we'll use one. Let's get to know our new chicken Waddles.
Oh, I think I see something.
Some kind of fruit is what Waddles likes the best.
It's a...
We can't make any more. Alright. Let's see here. Wonder what this is going to be. We don't have any pearls to make pearl dust with. We want to make a summon, not a summon ring spell, a summon storm spell. Oh! We need a topaz. Alright. It's 10:30 p.m. Let's see if we can't get a topaz. Chances are non-zero.
Hi, kitty. You still liked that, didn't you, kitty?
And we always. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna guess maybe level 8 might be a good place to try. I'm going to ignore some rocks and focus on others. Can't tell you that I'm making the best choices in the world, but I think I'm making good choices. Tara has a limited amount of day left, limited amount of energy left. Now, of course, if she overspends her energy, she's always got some coffee and some snacks. Ad break, huh? I'm gonna roll right through it. I'm so sorry. We're not doing anything terribly interesting. We're just looking for a topaz. I know a lot of you are subbed, and I don't do this all the time. I usually take a break, but we're going to raid out real soon. So if you can pause the ad break, that would be wonderful. If you can't, then I'm going to just roll right through. And we will raid out pretty soon. But I'm just hoping to find a topaz. I know Soundworks paused the ad break for me a couple of times last stream on Friday, but I don't have a quick action button for that in my stream manager on my tablet. I'm really not quite sure how I would do that. It's already in progress? Okay. Well, that is true. We cannot do that. Understood. Since I wasn't looking at a countdown timer, I wasn't sure what ad break imminent meant in terms of seconds, so oh well, I missed my chance. If you get them exactly. Well, so much for that. No topaz for us. That's okay. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. We're going to find a lovely friend to raid. Tara is being told it's time for bed. Let's see. Let's read Claire Picks. It's where I'd like to hang out tonight. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Let's see. I'm gonna have Tara go on in and pause the game right there. I will see you on Monday if we have power. If we don't have power, I will perhaps cancel the stream, but I hope we will have power and that I won't cancel the stream. I'm so grateful for everybody hanging out here with me tonight. Ramones, merci. It's always a joy. I've been a little under the weather mentally the last day and a half or so. Feeling a little down, a little anxious, maybe a lot anxious, and it's helped me so much to just hang out with all you all, hang out in Fairhaven. It's just been wonderful. Copy that raid call or the sub raid if you like, and you can count on some nice music and cozy times and also chaos from Claire. So we'll go and enjoy that. Thank you so much to the mods. Thank you to the lurkers. Thank you to the chatters. Thank you to the bit throwers and the subs. I appreciate everybody's support.